Hello, hi, Shravan here. So today I will be making a video on data pipeline using Apache Beam and Cloud DataFlow as runner and a BigQuery as DataSink. So yeah, basically this is the use case that I'm doing. Download log files and upload log files to Google Cloud Storage and then trigger DataFlow. Responsibility of the DataFlow job is nothing but read log files, parse the log file and write to BigQuery. So the log file that I am currently in this video dealing with is S3 file access log. So to show an example, let me just open it. So it looks something like this. Oh, come on. Okay, yeah, this is one line of the S3 log bucket. So it has many different fields that you can check in their website. It is clearly mentioned what is what. So this is the use case. So basically read logs, parse the logs and then write it to BigQuery. What afterwards? Basically I'm just trying to make some analysis on how many 200 calls or the success request has come and how many requests has come for HTML. That's those kind of stuff. You can enhance this, but for now this is the thing. So steps involved in creating a complete pipeline, creating a Google Cloud Storage in the region that you prefer. So while I read, I'll just perform all this task as well. So these are the 5 steps that are involved. So first is Google Cloud Storage. Let's create a Google Cloud Storage. So all this can be done using a free account, so not to worry. So far I am using the free account only. So yeah, let it just log in. Sorry for the delay. So this is so I have 2 projects. Basically I am using this just like that project right now. Now I'll go and create Google Cloud Storage bucket. So I'll open the Google Cloud Storage. Okay, come on, let me also just in the background open DataFlow and BigQuery. These are the things that we need, and why not service. So yeah, here we have opened it. Let me create a bucket. Just give sample. If this is this has to be globally unique, so just example bucket. Medium and region I'll select Europe since I'm in Ireland right now, and then I'll create it. Let it just create. And so okay, so we have got this bucket created. So now let me go back, and Google Storage is done, and then we'll go to BigQuery and then we'll create a dataset for our experiment. Just like that project. Here let me create a dataset. Medium post. Medium dataset. So that's it. Data location. Okay. Select EU, then create it, and it will appear here. So far there is no table inside this dataset. And then we are done with that one, and then let's create a service account. Create service account, and then here I'll just name medium. Okay, select role, project, and then I'll give owner permission. You can do it however the way that you want. For now I'm just giving owner permission here. So I have created a service account here, and let me just add a key, create a new key, JSON. Yes, thank you. So finally a key has been added here. Okay, now what is done, service account is also done. Now let's just create a pipeline using Apache Beam. I'll not go through the complete steps here. I've already created it. I have also provided it in my GitHub repository as well. Apache Beam, AWS. So this is the thing. Code. I'll open it in the Visual Studio. So it will be nice to visualize the code as well. Okay. So yeah, this is the pipeline creation using Apache Beam library. So I have defined a class called AWS log parser. It's basically a S3 log parser. So here I'll have to give my project ID and a dataset. What is my dataset here? The dataset that I have created is medium dataset. The one that I just created. Okay, sorry. Okay, and then table ID. What shall I give? My table. Let it be just my table, and this is the schema. So these are the things that we are extracting from the log. So there are many fields that we can extract. So for now I am just keeping it to only the uncommented one. I just don't want to mess more in this video, so I just kept it simple. Let me just remove this. This is not required. So yeah, these are the things. Operation bucket name, date, remote IP, operation request, HTTP status, error code bytes, and those kind of stuff. One second. Okay, we have a key. Sorry, I thought it was missing. And yeah, this is the main function to run our pipeline. So I'm currently just using this input as the argument. So this default is nothing but whenever I want to test locally, I just give default, and instead of writing it to BigQuery, I'll just write it into a output file here. So it's a way of doing a sanity test that if your pipeline is working fine or not. So that is the thing. Okay, so one argument input, we will be passing other input parameters as well. We'll come to know. So here I'm initializing the log parser instance here, which I defined here. So in init function, these things will be instantiated, and then so we'll start the pipeline by giving p, and then we'll read from text, known arguments input, like whatever the files that we give in, it will take in, and then it will start reading each lines from the text files, and then it will pass on to the next element in the pipeline. So in this next element, the pass log is there, beam.map lambda, and each line will pass it to this object.pass. What is object.pass? Object is nothing but this AWS log parser object, and then we'll do call out parse function on that line. So each line we'll split it into space, and then we'll do a formatting in this dictionary. So return is nothing but dictionary. Keep that in mind. Don't forget anything in this thing. And then whatever the codes that I get, I'll then pass that to the another transformation that is called write to BigQuery. So in this write to BigQuery, this requires table specs and object schema. You might also ignore this if you want to look identical. Okay, object.table spec that we defined above, and object.schema is nothing but this. So bucket string, date string, remote IP string, and this is the table spec. Okay, and then that's it. From the main function, you'll be calling the run. So yeah, that is it. And now to run this command, we basically have to perform all this. This is how we have to run the code in the terminal. So let me just copy paste this, go here, and then let me go to my downloads, open it here. This is my new stuff. Sorry, that whatever that I downloaded from. Okay, let me just show. Sorry. So here I downloaded this by generating a key in my service account. So that JSON I am specifying here. Okay, and your project ID. What is my project ID? Where is it? Okay, let me go to console itself. This is my project ID. Project ID, and what is my bucket name? This is my bucket name. Your region, which is my region, Europe West 1. West 1 running. Let me just. Okay, what else is required? I think yeah, that's it. Let me just run only this part. Terminal. I got it here. Let me go to my virtual env that I have done here. My beam.bin activate. So I have all the required libraries like Apache Beam and Apache Beam GCP module is installed. Now let me just execute this. Okay, my environment variables are set. Now, okay, what we'll do now, let me just upload one file, log file. Where is it? Desktop. What I'll do is GCP files, sample1, and I'll copy paste here. Let me rename it sample2. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll just take this out, save it, and I'll take the first two out, save it. Okay, let me just upload these files to my storage. Where are you? Desktop gz4 files, sample1 and sample2. Open it. Yeah, got here. So this is my path to it. So what I'll do here now, this is my path, sample star I'll give. Sample star. Let me now run this. Okay, hope everything will work now. So here we are providing a region and a runner is DataFlow runner, project here, project ID, template location, this is LC, and input is nothing but this. Just keep in mind that whenever you use DataFlow runner, try to give input and output, whatever that you want to do. It should be in Google Cloud Storage. Earlier I used to give this input as a local path and try to run it using DataFlow runner. It was running but successfully, but my data was not getting populated in my BigQuery data. So I was having no clue where I was going wrong, but finally I figured it out. Yeah, so just keep it in mind, and let me just run this. It does take time. Hopefully it runs. Okay, it's starting. Okay, let us go to DataFlow. DataFlow is just a runner actually. Apache Beam actually kind of delegates all its work to DataFlow runner. If you want DataFlow, you can run it in Google platform, and you can also run it in Amazon, and as well local. For local, you have to give direct runner, and just don't give any runner option. That is the default way of doing it. Here, this is a simple use case here that we are trying to do. Here you can see all the logs. So here also you can see here starting and running. Running. BigQuery. Once everything is done, we should be getting a table under this dataset, medium dataset. So you might ask, you should be creating it before, but here if you see in our pipeline, we are giving a create disposition parameter as well. This says that create if needed. This says if it is not there, create it, and this says if it is already there, then just append it. Okay. Auto scaling. What is the next step? In the next step, we'll be analyzing our data that we just got it in the thing using the parsing. Here here actually I did it using many log files. This is the image of how you can generate pie chart for all the HTML files. Like from this I get to know this HTML is being accessed more. So yeah, that is the thing. That's the kind of things you can do many things. So here basically I'm doing HTTP. Give me only HTTP status with 200. That is success requests, and then ends with HTML. So that is the thing that we can visualize. We'll be doing after once this is completed. So this is just a complete flow from importing data, parsing data, ingesting data again back to BigQuery, and then analyzing it, and then also visualizing it using Data Studio. So it's a complete package, I would like to say. Okay, running. Okay, it started running here. This will not take much time, I guess so, because we are using only 2 files. If you have many files, you will be seeing like increasing the worker from 3 to 4, 4 to 10, like that. I have seen that by giving many huge files. So these 2 are completed. We are seeing right tick here. Now here on the last one, write to BigQuery. 3 out of 7 stages is succeeded. It's a very cool one. Like if you click on this, you'll be seeing it will refresh it, so you can see each individual stated how many percent has been completed and all. So 4 steps are completed. Let us wait. It will not take much time, I guess. Something. Oh my god. Okay, let me just revert it. This is not required actually, but let's see. Okay, let's just run this thing. Let me run it again. I guess it requires schema. Sorry again. Let's just go to our new job. Running. I want to see only running jobs. Okay, I guess it's running now. Yeah. Okay. So just to show, Data Studio. Let me, in the meanwhile, I'll just show the one that I already had. So this is my report that I previously ran on many different logs. So these are the fields that I'll get. I'll just run this query. So here you can see only 200 requests have come, and only key value ending with HTML will be obtained. So if here we can do explore Data Studio with Data Studio, and you will see this. Okay, so this is the table. For each table, what is the count and all. So here you can view it in a pie chart, like this. A lot of cool stuffs are there. Okay, let me see this. Okay, to me this only looks better. So yeah, so this is the thing. So likewise, we can visualize many other stuff by modifying here. So yeah, this is how we can do it. Let us see if we get. Oh, okay, no, not. Okay, as it started. I've started worker, I've started. Okay, don't do such things, please. Yeah, these are the links that you can actually that I have referred, so you can go through each one of them if you need any further help. I got in touch with a few people in the LinkedIn as well in the meanwhile. Yeah, it was very helpful. So yeah, I think I have covered everything in this article. Please do like the article if you liked it. I'll also put this at the in the YouTube links at the end, so it will be a complete package. Okay, passed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, and it's success. Let's go now. Refresh it, and it should be here. Hopefully. If you go and see here, starting. Yes, my table. Yes, thank you so much. Preview. Yeah, here you can see all are 400, 200 here. And if you want to just do a query, press this and it will come. And if you do what if you want to only key. Another way that Google suggests is to go to schema and press the key here, and then status code. Yes, and run it. You can format the query here. It looks nice, and yes, here it is. Yeah, I think in this you cannot do any Visual Studio. So likewise, I like how I showed, this is how we can visualize things in Data Studio as well. So yeah, this is it, guys. I hope I covered it quite well, and I'll have to delete all the stuff that I created now. And yeah, if you have any suggestions, please do mention in the comment. Yes, thank you. Peace.